on the road again, heading east towards Milly Milly Homestead. Here's another one of them signs, give you some idea. I'm about a cave from the river, and that's level with that sign. All this was underwater. It's hard to believe, but all this was underwater. That's one hell of a lot of water. Looks like this was the old Milly Milly Homestead. Shame it's not still in one piece. Would have been a beauty. Take a lot of work to build that. The old cattle yard's right next to the house. Yeah, there was an art to making these yards and fences for that matter. White ants are into them now. Love to know how old they are. Most of these posts are still pretty stable. You could probably use these if you had to. Left of the spoon. Another old spoon. Seen better days. One of those. Worcestershire sauce. It was a bucket. Look at the size of that grevillea there. Must be 20 feet tall. Looks like something stood here. Couple of windmill tails. I reckon that was a light shade. Didn't have a flat base. Like it was an old blacksmith's forge or something. That frame there was used on a camel's back, carting, hanging bags off the side of it. Okay, Perth. Big drum, wonder what was in there. Somebody lost their fly net. Okay, was us day, or was this day? Okay. Machine made with modern improvements. Lever, that's a belt lever by the look of it. Would have been a nice bottle if it was whole. Yeah, whatever it is. This is the old farm tip by the looks of things. Property of the Distillers Corporation Pty Ltd. Chapman Jose. Jordan. Huh. There you go. Check that out. Just in a creek. I think it runs into the Murchison. A good spot, perched right beside Milly Milly Homestead. Fallen into disrepair, the old Milly Milly station. Like a big eagle's nest in that tree. Give you some idea of how big these eagles' nests are.
Wedgie.
This one's not very far off the ground, but they haven't got much to choose from, I guess, as far as trees go. They're a bloody big bird. A couple of carotens lying around and there's something shining. Let's stop and have a look. See what we find here, eh? Alright, this way. Map showing there were some buildings here at some stage, but there's nothing left now. Well, I bet it's just one of those. Yep, it is. Crazy. About 25 k's to the west of Beringarra Homestead. I've driven off the road. The roof is pretty close to the road, so we'll go for a walk and find out if there's any water in it here, eh? Spy a bit of water through there. Wonder what that is. Looks like the outer casing on a wooden wheel. Notice a bit of glass back there. Looks like there might have been a bit of habitation up this way somewhere. That's the size for a wheel, I reckon. Another week or so, there'll be no water here, I suppose. Looks like some sort of a bucket up there, or a tin. I wander over there too. Oh, what do you know? It's an old bucket. Oh, I notice there's a few tins up here on the rise. We'll go and check that out as well, eh? What do you reckon? Butcher bird up there. He's hiding in there now. Come in for a closer look. Pied butcherbird. Yeah, it looks like somebody's camped here once upon a time. Look at that. It was a cutthroat razor once upon a time. It's well worn now. Well rusted. Yeah. Looks like the hub off a cartwheel. Sulky perhaps. Bit of harness, I reckon. Got a number on it. Looks like it could have been the marble out of a cod bottle. That looks pretty interesting. Oh, sharpening stone perhaps. Yeah, some sort of cutter. I think that was the bacon dish. Triple ones. Old pannikin. the end of a pipe. There's the trunk lid. Bit of harness here. Just tied it up, hold it together by the look of that. Bit of decorative wire work. Button. There's the other part of that trunk. Esters. There's another bit of harness. Yeah, it wasn't nice once upon a time. Spoon, tablespoon. A few markings on there. Looks like somebody's had a bit of a shootout over here. And yet another bit of harness. I suppose if you horse carked it, you couldn't cart it around, would you? All this stuff, could you? American model. Wonder what was in that one. In a button like that before. Half a pair of sheaves. What have we got here? Gillard and Co Limited. London. Wow. And they had a screw top. There you go. Gillard. Taking a beat in this axe. Wood must have been hard. Got that old sauce bottle hiding over the ridge. What is it? So it's got something on it. This bottle is a property of the Perth Vinegar Brewery. There's that little swan. Ding ding ding. Swan products. Got a picture of the swanee on there. It's Mount Gould out there, 681 metres above sea level. An old police lockup there when they were taking prisoners from Meekatharra to Carnarvon. It's out to the east. South. It's the old bush, as far as you can see. Mount Gould. These are called the Jack Hills out here. Mount Hale and Mount Matthew are amongst them. Nearly 700 metres high. We're about 10 k's west of Beringarra. That's Beringarra Homestead out yonder. You can see through the trees. Shooting horses. Looks like the horse stables. Airstrip. We're heading north to the river again. Bit of water laying around here too. A lot of these wattles out and flower along here. Quite colourful. I reckon that Beringarra Homestead would have been underwater. Unbelievable. This is all on the Murchison River floodplain. Covers a big area. Well, this is the deepest crossing, so I'll call this the Murchison River. Being the catchment, there's little creeks and stuff going all over the place through here. This one has still got a couple of little pools of water in it. Not on the western side. There's a little bit on the eastern side. Plenty of flies here too. Yeah, there'll be pools all the way along here, not very big ones. So I'm going to go a little further north and then try and head east. I'm not sure if this place is called Mundong Well or whether it was the old, actually it might have been the shearers set up for Beringarra. Some stove. Number 6. There's a chopping block. In the butcher shop. Looks like the generator room. Yep. All this was underwater too. Crikeys. There's the big pile for loading the wagons, the wool bales onto the wagons. I'm going to have a look around here, see if I can find a camp spot for the night. Getting late.